The day had arrived. We were on our way to the airport. Our destination? Disney World.
When I got to the airport, I had to sit in this really weird back area over here in the terminal once our plane got there because my dad had his phone charging and I needed to sit in this back area. Then I saw this really weird spot where you could barely fit and decided to sit in it, and it was very uncomfortable. My mom wanted Dunkin', so we went there. When we finally got on, there was the wing. Then when the plane finally did take off, it was time to say goodbye to Belle, Milo, Chloe, and all my friends, and time to say hi to Disney World. Now, usually we drive to Disney World and take a road trip, but the road trip's really long, and this year we decided to fly instead. And out of all the times I've ever flown on a plane, this was downright the most annoying because there was a really loud dog sitting near us the whole time. Then we finally landed in Florida. After that, we had to get on the shuttle to get our luggage. And when we finally did get our luggage, we got into the Uber and headed to Disney World. The Uber took us to our hotel, Pop Century. And when we got there, the room was already ready, which was perfect. So that way we unpacked and got right on our way. Then we got on the Skyliner to head to Epcot. For a good bit after we got there, we mostly just walked around the pavilions and looked at the different countries. Now, I've been here many times, but I haven't been here yet to see the new version of the front of Epcot, the whole new areas that they've added and everything, plus Moana Journey of Water. I was really excited to go to the front of the park and see all that new stuff, but we were supposed to start off the day in the country, so that's where we headed. And I just love these little train sets that they have in Germany. They're really cool. You should really take like a couple seconds off your day just to come and see these things. They're really cute little train sets that they have set up in Germany. And they run through tunnels and everything. They even have their own mini villages built. You should really check it out. It's pretty cool. And there's a little river running through it, so that's cool too. The trains go on bridges above the river, and sometimes they go under tunnels, even to get under the bridge that you're walking on. It's a really cute little train set. You should definitely check it out. It's in the Germany Pavilion, and they're really cool. They have tons of miniature trains around, kind of like Walt Disney loved trains. So it's pretty cool that they have these little train sets here. And fun fact, one of the reasons Walt wanted to build Disney was because of the train. Anyways, we kept walking around through the countries, and we rode Frozen in Norway, but now it was time for my favorite pavilion. Without a doubt, Mexico is my favorite pavilion in Epcot, which is why I was so excited to go. It's a really immersive pavilion, and there's so many cool things in it. It even has these cool painted skulls, which my dad loves. It's meant to feel like you're outside at night and like a marketplace in Mexico. And it even has its flagship attraction, Grand Fiesta Tour. Then we headed to the front of the park and rode Journey into Imagination with Figment. And in my brutally honest opinion, I think this ride is kind of underrated. Now, I understand why people hate it, because it replaced the original, which was really good. But my thing with this ride is that people are never really satisfied. Because you look at the first version, it was good, it was perfect, everyone loved it. Then they replaced it with this absolute nightmare. I forget the year. I'll look it up. Never mind. Then they replaced it with this absolute nightmare of an attraction that literally had Figment in it for like 2 seconds. And people hated that, so they replaced it with a better version that at least had Figment in it, and people still aren't satisfied. Anyways, I just feel like it's kind of an underrated attraction, and think that it should get at least a little bit more love. Anyways, once we finished the ride, tragedy struck. A torrential downpour outside. The weather in Florida is pretty wet, to say the least. It's either really, really hot or really, really wet. Anyways, we had to take cover under this canopy because we couldn't get out our ponchos. And we were kind of trapped under here. My feet were completely wet. Probably shouldn't have worn Crocs, but We managed to take cover until it stopped raining, and then we went to the land pavilion to ride Soarin' and to ride Living with the Land. Then after that, we went over to Guardians, which is my favorite ride in Epcot. This ride is absolutely amazing. But anyways, then we rode Spaceship Earth, and then we finally headed to Journey of Water for the first time. I think it was really cool. Then we did Remy's Ratatouille Adventure and finished off the night with the fireworks. Then we took the Skyliner home and ended the day. The next day we woke up to the Mickey shorts, and I pretty much chilled while I edited the footage I filmed the day before. It was at this point that my parents went downstairs to get some food and I stayed in the room. But we still had something big planned for later in the day. That's right, we were going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. Then my parents arrived with the food, and we pretty much finished it instantly. Then we went to the pool, which I didn't film. Now, this was our plan. We planned to take the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios. Then we got on the bus from Hollywood Studios to the Grand Floridian. Then we ate an early dinner at the Grand Floridian. And look at this view we got out the window of the castle. Trust me, it was a lot better when the umbrella was closed. After that, we pretty much walked around and checked out the Grand Floridian. Now, our plan was to take the monorail from the Grand Floridian to the Magic Kingdom for the party, but that quickly went sour. Now, the issue was the monorail was going to take forever to get back, since the last stop is the Grand Floridian, which means there would already be filled with people, and the line was already a nightmare, so it would make the wait even longer. And since we were running a little bit late, we had to figure out a way to get there quicker, and the boat had already left by that point, so we were forced to go on the walking trail. Although that was a good call. Now, of course, we got there a little bit early, so we met our favorite ankle breakers. Then, after getting our candy bags, we headed straight to Liberty Square from the entrance, because we were headed straight to the Haunted Mansion. This was actually the first time riding the Haunted Mansion with the Hatbox Ghost in it, so I was excited. We got slowed down in front of the clock, but that always happens. Then we rode Pirates of the Caribbean. I was really excited to ride Tiana's for the first time, but we couldn't focus on that because we had more important things to do. Like see the new Country Bear Jamboree. Okay, that wasn't one of the more important things, but we just had to do that to kill time. But it was pretty cute. I love the use of the Disney songs in the new one, and I think it was really good. And after getting off the carousel, the party started, and the next few hours were pretty much treats, 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 Tiana's, treats. Oh wait, Tiana's was pretty fun. Treats, 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 treats. Tron, which I only got to ride once last year. And then were the fireworks, which we really didn't prioritize seeing. So instead, we decided to head to do Jack and Sally. This was a really radical decision, but hear us out. Any normal time during the day, the line for Jack and Sally would be out the door. But during the fireworks, everyone's at the front of the park, and we only really waited about 20 minutes to see them. Then we headed to Frontierland for the Boutique Parade, since in my opinion, that's the best place to watch it from. Also, in my opinion, this is the best parade in all of Disney. This is a really good parade, and the Headless Horseman at the beginning is really cool. I didn't get much footage of it when we actually watched the parade, but I got some footage of it from the first parade in the day as we were walking by. Then after the parade, we rode Pirates of the Caribbean one more time, and it looked really cool at night, as it always does during the Halloween party. Then while watching the Sanderson Sisters show at the end of our night, we prepared ourselves for this. The horrible line to get to the bus back to Pop Century. I feel like everyone all of a sudden goes to Pop Century when we're here. But when we finally got back to the hotel at like 2 a.m., we prepared ourselves for the next day and went to sleep. Then, the next day started off pretty much just like the last. It was another break day for most of the day. And we got to wake up in the morning with the Mickey shorts and just kind of chill here while my parents went down to get coffee. Now, we were going to the pool again, but that wasn't the only thing we had planned for later in the day. After a little bit, we headed to Art of Animation to have an early lunch. And the food there was pretty good. I mean, it was quick service, so. But yeah, I liked it. And for my early lunch, I got some chicken strips here. Pennsylvania. Okay, sorry. That was just, never mind. Anyways, after that, we went back to the pool for a little bit, which again, I didn't really record anything. After that, we just came back to the hotel and chilled watching Mickey Shorts while we were getting ready to go to dinner and Disney Springs. Then we ate some candy from the night before. Pretty much we just waited here until we were ready to go. Then, once we were ready to leave, like the previous day, we just took the Skyliner to Hollywood Studios, and then we took the bus from Hollywood Studios to Wilderness Lodge, where we had dinner at Storybook Dining. Then we took the bus to Disney Springs. Anyways, this is Bart the Grizzly Bear, and he's your friend now. When we got to Disney Springs, it was pretty much shop, 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 shop. Now, we did walk around for a little bit and see some things around Disney Springs. Then it was time for me, my parents, and Bart to head to Gideon's. Let's just take some time to appreciate how amazing this place looks. It's just so cool in here. And the smell. Oh, wow. Then we left and took the bus home. Unfortunately, we didn't get to watch Dreams That Soar, but that was okay. We chilled to the Mickey Shorts while eating Gideon's cookies. And just because I can, here's Bart with a backpack on.
Don't get seasick. Bye.